Did you know that over 70% of hikers carry a tarp in their pack, but only a handful truly know all the creative and practical ways to use it? The humble tarp is one of the most versatile pieces of gear you can bring into the wild, yet it's often overlooked or underutilized. Whether you're a seasoned backpacker or just starting out, mastering the tarp tent can transform your camping experience, making you more adaptable, lighter on your feet, and ready for anything nature throws your way. Let's change that, starting right now. By the end of this guide, you'll know how to set up a tarp shelter for any situation, from sudden rainstorms to breezy summer nights, and even how to use your tarp for survival hacks you might not have considered. First up, let's talk about the classic A-frame. This is the go-to setup for most hikers because it's simple, reliable, and offers great protection from the elements. The A-frame is perfect for keeping you dry in the rain and sheltered from the wind, and it's quick to set up even if you're caught in a sudden downpour. To set it up, lay your tarp flat on the ground, then tie a sturdy cord or guy line between two trees at about waist height. Drape your tarp evenly over the line so it forms a peaked roof, and make sure the edges are even on both sides. This shape channels rainwater away from your sleeping area and gives you a cozy, protected space underneath. Next, stake down all four corners of the tarp, pulling them tight to create a taut, wind-resistant shelter. In just a few minutes, you've got an instant tent that sheds rain, blocks wind, and gives you a reliable refuge in the backcountry. The A-frame is a classic for a reason. It just works. But what if you want more airflow, or maybe a better view of the sunrise? That's where the lean-to comes in. The lean-to is a fantastic option for warm weather, group hangouts, or when you want to cook and relax under shelter without feeling boxed in. To make a lean-to, stake one long edge of your tarp directly to the ground. Then, use a stick, trekking pole, or even a sturdy branch to prop up the opposite side, creating a slanted roof. Adjust the height for more or less coverage, depending on the weather and your needs. The lean-to is perfect for cooking, hanging out with friends, or just soaking in the view after a long hike. You'll stay sheltered from the wind and light rain, but still enjoy the fresh air and open space. It's also a great way to keep your gear dry while you prep meals or relax. Ready to level up your tarp game? Try the Diamond Pitch. This setup is a favorite among ultralight backpackers and survivalists because it's streamlined, snug, and stands up to harsh weather. The Diamond Pitch is especially useful when you need to maximize protection with minimal gear. Here's how. Angle one corner of your tarp into the wind and tie it securely to a tree or sturdy anchor. Then, stretch out the other three corners and stake them down, forming a diamond shape. This setup channels wind and rain away from your shelter, keeping you dry and comfortable even in a storm. The Diamond Pitch is snug, streamlined, and absolutely brilliant for stormy weather. It's also quick to set up and easy to adjust if the wind changes direction. With a little practice, you'll be able to pitch this shelter in minutes, even with cold hands or fading daylight. Here's a top tip. Use taut line hitches or trucker's knots for your guy lines. These knots are easy to tie, simple to adjust, and hold tight even when the wind picks up. Mastering a few basic knots will make your tarp setups faster, more secure, and way less frustrating. No more tangled ropes, no more stress. With your lines organized and your knots dialed in, you'll spend less time fussing with gear and more time enjoying the outdoors. And here's a bonus hack. Set one corner of your tarp low to the ground and let rainwater run off into a bottle or pot. With a clean tarp, you've got an instant rainwater collector, perfect for topping up your water supply in the wild. Just make sure your tarp is clean before you collect water. A quick wipe down before the rain starts can make all the difference, ensuring your water is as fresh as possible. The pros of using a tarp? They're feather light, pack down incredibly small, and adapt to almost any campsite. Whether you're camping in dense woods, open meadows, or rocky ridges, a tarp gives you the flexibility to set up shelter wherever you need it. Plus, you can use it as a ground sheet, emergency poncho, or even a makeshift stretcher in a pinch. Of course, there are a few cons. You'll need a bit of cord, some patience to practice your knots, and a willingness to experiment with different setups. And yes, in a strong gale, your tarp might flap and rattle a bit, but with good technique, you can minimize the noise and keep your shelter secure. So next time you're packing for the wild, don't just reach for your tent by default. Consider grabbing a tarp instead. It's lighter, more versatile, and opens up a world of creative camping possibilities. Stay dry, travel light, and camp smart. With a tarp tent in your pack, you're ready for anything the trail throws your way. Rain or shine, wind or calm, you'll have the skills and confidence to make the most of every adventure.